Multi-tenancy in UnityOne IT operations management refers to the capability of our platform to serve multiple users or tenants. While keeping the data and operations separate and secure, users are categorized as partners or a client. Partners can access all the tenants in their account, while a client user is limited to that specific tenant. Let me first show you around our dashboard view for a multi-tenant platform. An MSP partner user will be able to see total assets, device health, subscriptions allocated, alert view, showing a quick synopsis of overall events and conditions, showing critical warning alerts, recent alerts, monitoring statistics, recent activity updates, and tickets by tenants and state, priority, and response time to track SLAs. Tenant management involves overseeing and administrating the various aspects related to the tenant and client. Let me now show you how you can add a tenant. The tenant management module allows the partner to add a new tenant to the platform. Let's click on Add Tenant button here. Now you'll see a set of tabs that need to be filled up like name, address. Here you can also select the region. Let's say that your customer is based out of US. Then you pick up US location. Or if your customer is in Europe, then you select Europe. This will determine where your tenant's database will reside. This database will be holding all the information of the tenant in UnityOne. You can also select which modules of UnityOne you want your tenants to access. Once the tenant is created, our next step will be to onboard the tenant's infrastructure to Unity. To onboard the tenant's infrastructure onto Unity platform, click on the Manage Tenant icon to the left. This action will redirect us to the respective tenant portal. Now you are ready to start onboarding the devices by deploying the collector. Now let's click on Unity Setup. In the drop-down menu, you will see onboarding option. Now click this to get the page to add collector. You need to set up connectivity between Unity and your infrastructure. For this, a one-to-one NAT connection should be established at Unity Collector, which is a lightweight VM that needs to be provisioned and configured at your end, through which it communicates with your infrastructure and collects the details respectively. You can download the collector image from this portal itself and provision a VM using this image. Once the collector is provisioned, you can register the collector to UnityOne by adding the collector. Once this action is performed, now you'll have two options: discovery and import inventory. You also have an option to discover using API integration. We support multiple integrations for public and private clouds, ticketing systems, also some of the storage devices. All the onboarded assets can be viewed in the tenant's dashboard as showcased in the different widgets on this page. Here we have the public cloud, private clouds, or if you have onboarded any container clouds, they will be displayed here. The widget here also shows the AML event management pertaining to the tenant. You can also view the tickets for the tenant. So here is a quick look at how your tenant dashboard would look like. You can onboard multiple tenants at the same time by opening multiple tabs for the different tenants. If your infrastructure is spread across multiple sites, you can also have the option to deploy multiple collectors through UnityOne platform. Kindly note that when you're onboarding a device or discovering a specific network, you'll have to specify the respective collector's name while discovery. When you click on discovery, you also get an option to choose a specific collector. Since in this demo instance I have only deployed one collector, it shows me one collector. However, you can have a choice of multiple collectors. This is also applicable for integration that you may want to set up. You'll have to specify the collector from the list of collectors available. In our previous session, I showed you on how the partner can onboard the tenants and discover multiple tenants and onboard the devices. Now let me take you through the administration capabilities provided to the partner for managing the multi-tenancy. Under the administration tab, you'll see the monitoring, user management, service management, and integration options. The partner can apply this globally to all the tenants or select specific tenants and apply them. Let's start with monitoring. Here the customer will have the option to select the monitoring templates and apply them. They will also have the option to customize the templates. If you have already created a monitoring template that almost matches your requirements for a new template, you can clone your existing template and make the minor configuration changes as needed. The customization includes adding or removing the matrices, creating or deleting the triggers, adding or removing the graphs as per your requirements. Changes in the template will reflect in all the devices to which the monitoring template is assigned. The template can be assigned at a time of activating from tenant portals. If you click on matrices, then you can also edit the polling intervals. Click on triggers, and here you can enable or disable any triggers. You can also create a new triggers. Now let's click on graphs. Here you can create graphs or statistics to display various metrics. You can also select the metrics you want to display in the graphs. Now let's discuss the user management capabilities. Here you'll see the users, user groups, roles, and my profile. The user profile allows you to manage users under partner as well as tenants. There are multiple predefined roles within the UnityOne platform which will allow you to assign individual modules and tenants to the users. You can also create user groups based on the assigned roles that you wish to provide. Service Management Module. SLA management in UnityOne Multitenancy IT operations management involves overseeing and ensuring that agreed upon service levels for ticket management are maintained for multiple tenants. This will help the partner to define SLA for ticket management module. Here you can create and assign SLA groups for multiple tenants. Within the SLA groups, you can define, for example, you can create group SLAs based on the type of services offered, such as network services, application services, infrastructure services, etc. Or you can organize SLAs according to different tenants. Each tenant might have a unique set of SLAs, so grouping them together simplifies management and tracking. You can also choose to group SLAs by priority levels. For example, critical services might have a separate SLA group with higher response time and stricter uptime requirements compared to the standard services. Here is an example of the tenants we have grouped according to SLA by priority, like P1, P2, and P3. When you click on SLA item, you can input these details to create your SLA group. Request type, select response time, notifications, and resolution SLAs. You can also set up notification reminders if the response or resolution time breach occurs. Now let's click on Notification tab. Here you can create events for notification, update, resolve, and change status for any tickets. Auto ticketing. This is available for all tenants. Here customers can globally manage the settings for their tenants. Let's say that your tenants have multiple ITSM scenarios. Then we can integrate with their third-party ITSM and trigger notifications from here by selecting the default ITSM instance. You can enable or disable auto ticketing options for each of your tenants from here. You can also adjust the severity for the tickets here. Auto remediation. This is also available tenant-wise. You can enable or disable auto remediation capabilities through this portal. AI and ML in UnityOne IT operations management platform revolutionizes event management by leveraging intelligent technologies to enhance the monitoring, analysis, and response to IT events. UnityOne AI/ML algorithms analyze vast amounts of IT event data from various sources such as monitoring metrics, alerts, and events to identify patterns, anomalies, and potential issues. Automated correlation of events helps in understanding relationships between different incidents, aiding in root cause analysis. Suppression and correlation rules are defined based on thresholds, logical conditions, time frames, or patterns in the event data. Suppression rules are used to filter out or suppress certain events that might not require immediate attention or are redundant. They are applied to avoid unnecessary alerts or notifications. These rules can be based on various criteria like redundancy, suppressing duplicate or similar events to reduce noise and prevent alert fatigue. Schedule maintenance, suppressing events during planned maintenance windows to avoid unnecessary notifications. Low priority events, suppressing less critical events that don't impact core services or operations. We have different options under attributes such as name, description, source, severity, category. You can create your own separation rules by providing the details such as attribute, operator, keywords, and save them. Correlation rules are designed to identify relationships between multiple events and group them into one single level incident. They help in recognizing patterns, finding the root cause, and managing incidents more efficiently. We have an option to select different event sources such as event type, event severity, event category, event description, device type, device name, and device tag. You have an option to perform multiple correlations based on topology, single host, data center, and textual similarity. You can select any correlators that is applicable to your environment and apply filters and various conditions. Based on correlation and suppression, all the events will pass through the AIML event management module, and once the algorithms are applied, the events will be reduced to conditions. In this dashboard, you'll notice that every set of alerts have a condition created. As you can see, multiple alerts are correlated here using the same host correlation. This correlation happens in 5-minute interval. You can also see a view of the correlated alerts here. When you click on that, this has now opened the detailed view where you can see the start time and end time as a timestamp. Here, you can get a consolidated view of all the tickets across your tenants. Look at the following graphs showing tickets by state, tickets by priority, tickets by tenant, tickets by response time. When you click on View More, you will be redirected to the ticket management module, where you can manage these tickets across different tenants. You may also download the reports based on the selection of time interval and custom date filters. Once you click on View More, now you will be redirected to the detail page in Ticket Management tool. I can also create new tickets here, or I can manage an existing ticket. Let's click on Create Ticket. This can be used to create manual tickets under a specific tenant. You can start by providing inputs for all the required fields such as subject, selection of the tenant, priority, and description of the ticket. Once the ticket is raised, the SLA is automatically applied to the ticket based on the tenants, or the severity or SLAs that has been configured earlier. Once we click on the ticket, we can now assign the ticket to a specific assignee or group. You can also notice any failures on response time, resolution time for the ticket on this page for specific ticket. For example, if the response time has failed, it gets highlighted in red color, and if met, then it shows in green color. If you wish to resolve the ticket, then you can do so by clicking on Resolve. Once you do that, the ticket will be moved from assigned to closed status. Benefits of using UnityOne Multitenancy for delivering MSP and enterprise services. Monitoring and reporting. MSPs can generate comprehensive reports that cover the performance and the health of services across multiple clients, aiding in analyzing and decision making. Scalable architecture. UnityOne's multi-tenancy platform is scalable to handle rapid onboarding without compromising performance or stability. Efficient data migration. When you're looking for the data migration, you can create a new tenant and seamlessly migrate the existing tenant data into a new tenant environment, while continuously monitoring all the critical IT infrastructure and metrics. APIs and integration framework. UnityOne platform offers robust APIs and integration frameworks that allow tenants to easily integrate their third-party ITSM and other monitoring tools in their existing environment to seamlessly manage their IT. Centralized and streamlined operations. MSPs and enterprises can manage and monitor multiple clients from a centralized management platform, allowing for easier provisioning, monitoring, and maintenance. Enhanced security and compliance. Role-based access controls, permission sets, multi-factor authentication, and single sign-on integrations in UnityOne ensures enhanced security and compliance. Rapid development and onboarding. MSPs can simultaneously roll out our monitoring templates and schedule discovery schedules across all tenants, ensuring quicker onboarding process. Thank you for watching this video. Reach out to our sales folks to set up a detailed demo of the UnityOne platform.